Welcome back to Chops Garage, guys. What have we got going on? Well, I've still got all this stuff here because I still haven't painted the floor in the other unit and moved everything in there yet because I want to paint the floor and then potentially get the lift put in. But I'm looking obviously the best prices on a lift for that. I've got a lot of tools still to buy that I need to have to make sure I can get on and do a lot of the jobs myself instead of having to outsource it all. We've got a lot of new arrivals that I need to go through with you and some more arriving today, so I'll skip past them pretty quickly. And we've still got all these in here that I need to do the basic servicing on before they go out for sale. I need to do oil filters, air filters on these, just do some minor servicing on them. So I've got that on as well. So obviously with the cost of a new unit and all the tools I've got to buy, I'm looking to try and get the best price on everything. So I'm doing a bit more shopping around as I do things, which is a good point for me to introduce today's sponsor. Today's sponsor of the video is Pouch, and Pouch is a free desktop browser extension that automatically finds and applies the best discount codes when you're shopping online. Got a quick example of some I've found today when I've been looking for oil. So I was shopping on Euro car parts for Fiat 500 oil and other bits and bobs, and when I got to the checkout, Pouch automatically popped up, found me 4 codes and applied it, saving me £32.84.
Great thing with Pouch is it works with over 3,000 UK websites, including some of my favourites, Eurocar Parts, Halfords and B&Q. Pouch only takes a couple of clicks to install, and be sure to pin it to your browser.
Guys, this is a must-have for your Black Friday shopping online to make sure you're getting the best deal. So get Pouch for free right now. There's no reason not to. It's super easy to install. It's super easy to use. And it's free. So get Pouch for free right now by going to the link in the top of the description down below and support those companies that are supporting Chops Garage. And I want to thank Pouch for sponsoring this video. So carried on trying to buy privately over the weekend. I really do want to build my stock up on cars I don't have to do a lot of work to. And it looks like I may well have scored a Hyundai i10, but it was a really interesting one. Interesting story about... I've done videos before about how people want dealers to lie because when you tell the truth, you can't do any business. This was a prime example. So I messaged this lady who had a Hyundai i10 for sale, not a million miles away. It's in Wales. A lot of the cars are cheaper in Wales, but it does cost a lot to go and pick them up. But anyway, she had this i10 for sale, and it needed an MOT. It's got quite a long MOT on it, but I think it needed an MOT. But the last MOT was advisory free, so that didn't worry me too much. 2012, nice silver colour, reasonable miles, about 60,000 miles. And she was asking 2.4 for it, I think, something like that, around about a 2.4 mark. And I really wanted to be at 2 on that car. So I messaged her across, said, you got service history? Yes, I've got service history. Is it stamped? Yes, it's all stamped in the book. Great stuff. Is there any bodywork issues I should know about on the car? No, bodywork's really, really good. And mechanically I should know about on the car that's a problem? No, it runs fine. You're welcome to come and drive it. You won't be disappointed. I said, right, okay, well I am down in North Devon, I said, so I would have to basically know all this stuff before I came up, otherwise it wouldn't be worthwhile. No, I wouldn't lie to you. It's a genuine car. It's all good. It's all fantastic. I said, right, okay. I said, I was really looking to be spending around about 2k on one of this age. I said, how close can you get to 2k? I said, what I'll do is I'll, just to know you're serious, I'll give you a deposit. If we can agree a price, I'll give you a small deposit, holding deposit, and then I'll come and pick up the car within next week. No hassles, and do your bank transfer there and then. And she went, okay, because I know you're coming from North Devon, I would let you have it at 2,150. So it's not going to be the most profitable car in the world. It's probably a £3,000 car maybe. But I tend to sell quick. They're no hassle. Like I say, it doesn't need a lot doing to it. So, some cars you make lower margin on, you just get the volume out the door kind of thing. And I haven't got any i10s at the moment. I really wanted one. In the current market, it might be able to be a bit cheeky and ask 3,195 for it, something like that. Anyway, so she said, because I know you're coming from North Devon, it's quite a long way for you, I can do it for you at 2,150. I'd rather sell it, so this is the bit, I'd rather sell it to you than to a dealer to rip somebody off. Okay, so at this point, what do I do? As a dealer, do I go, oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, don't want to do that. Agree the 2,150, here's your deposit, I'll come and pick up. Then go and pick up the car and tell her none the wiser. You know, make up an excuse for why I'm not filling in the V5, I'll do it later on, whatever, that kind of thing. Or turn up and then go, haha, I am a dealer, I only want to fill in the yellow section. So what do? Well, me being me, I message you back and go, okay, 2,150 is great, I can do 2,150, but I am a dealer. I'll make you aware of that at the moment. I run a small car dealership, I specialise in small first-time cars, do a lot of Hyundai i10s, love the Hyundai i10s. My plan for this car would be, I said, to stick about £500 margin on it after I've paid for the delivery and my VAT and any bits and bobs it needs doing. I said, so that's the kind of markup I'll make on it. I said, but it will go out the door with a 6-month warranty. I said, so I'll be on the hook for any problems with that car for 6 months. So at this point, what I'd say to you guys is, ask yourself this question. If you were selling a car privately and you knew you were on the hook for the following 6 months after selling the car, you were going to be responsible for the next 6 months for any fault happening on that car, knowing that that car potentially might be given to somebody as a first-time car, and you don't know how they're going to drive the clutch, whatever. If you were to have to say that you were going to have to give 6 months cover after you sold this car privately, how much margin would you want in the car? How much margin? Would you be happy with £500 to cover your back for 6 months of them driving it and there being a fault? I think most of you probably wouldn't want to take the risk for the sake of £500, would you? And that's what dealers doing. But obviously, same old, same old. They sell the car to somebody for 2,100. They see it up for £3,000. He's made £900. He hasn't made £900. As we go over and over again. Firstly, 20% VAT on the margin has to come out of that. £100 for the third-party warranty. It's going to cost me 200 quid probably to get the car picked up, 150 quid to get the car picked up. Then there's whatever I put into the car to get it fully retail ready. Then you've got your 30, 40 quid for your advertising costs on it. So they aren't making a margin out of it. So with this person, I was 100% honest, wasn't I? I told him I was a dealer when I could have just lied. And I told him what I was going to mark the car up by. And it went quiet. No response at all. No response from the lady at all. It went quiet. For an hour or so, it went quiet. So I messaged her back and said, are we on or are we off? I said, did you not want to go ahead? She said, no, I don't think I'll go ahead, thank you. So I thought at this point, okay, what do? Do I leave it, just say thanks and go? I said, so I messaged her back. I wasn't rude. I said, messaged her back. I said, look, this is the funny thing with this game, isn't it? I said, because you're worried about a dodgy dealer ripping somebody off. But what I find funny in this game is when you are honest as a dealer, people don't want you to be. You lose out. If you are honest, you lose out. You've said you don't want to sell to a dealer. I've told you that I am, to be honest. I could have just not said anything to you at all. Obviously, this is abbreviated in a Facebook message. I said I could have said nothing at all and come and got the car from you that price, and you'd have been happy because you got that money for the car. You decided you were happy with that price. But I was honest. And I told you I was a dealer, and I told you how much I was going to mark the car up by, but now I don't get the business. So I've been dishonest, I'd have got the business. It's funny that, isn't it? I put, and I sent it over to her. What do you think of that? Interesting, isn't it? Like I say, I'd put it in a way where I wasn't trying to be rude. And I didn't think anything of it. I shut my phone off, and I went to bed, because it was actually getting on about midnight now. Anyway, woke up this morning, looked at my phone, had a message from her, and bless her, she put, actually, you're right. You were honest. Because you're honest, yes, you can have the car at that price. She said, I appreciate that. So I was like, oh, thanks for that. I appreciate it as well. So that was a really interesting one, because I see it so much when I'm messaging people on Facebook about cars. A lot of them, people pretending to be dealers, this, that and the other, and I don't want a dealer to buy it and rip somebody off. I mean, that was her first initial comment, wasn't it? And again, it's just this misunderstanding that people are making huge margin on cars and they're ripping people off because they're just literally buying the car, putting that markup and sticking the cash straight in their pocket, which I'm sure there's some dealers out there that would do, that just won't prep it at all and will turn their phone off when that person rings and they've got a problem with it. But it's that misconception that dealers are making a fortune out of the cars and they're not doing anything for the money yet again. But, kudos to this person. obviously I made some sense, and obviously they didn't take offence at me messaging back and saying that. So it looks like we've got a little Hyundai i10 on the way. But another interesting sort of like angle when you're buying private cars, there's another challenge you come across, is this attitude that people don't want to sell them to dealers. Anyway, so to that lady, thanks for that, appreciate that. And hopefully we'll have a cracking little i10 up for sale again, because you know I love those little Hyundais, they're great cars. Turn the lights back on again, because otherwise I know people in the comments down below saying I haven't got the money to turn the power on. You just don't notice it getting dark as you're working on your own during the day. Anyway, just a really quick video there. I thought it was a bit of an interesting one. We have got longer videos coming out. We've got so much on at the moment. I have been saving up quite a lot of content, so I can do some longer videos for you as well as keeping some short and sweet ones going out there as well. So they'll be out soon. So please do get to the description down below and click that link to download Pouch. It's 100% free. It could save you a load of cash, and they're supporting Chops Garage, so it'd be great if you could support them. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I'll catch you again soon.